Well, hello. Thanks for riding shotgun with me. My name is Paul Kay, and we are in Hampshire in New England, and we're on our way to the premier Nerdfest. It is the premier amateur radio convention held every spring and every fall, lovingly called Nerdfest. And a bunch of amateur radio operators from all over the East Coast, we come together and sell each other our used amateur radio gear, when we have forums. And if you love shortwave radio, ham radio, listening to communications all around the world in very exotic modes and not so very exotic modes, hypnotic modes, this is the place. And it's a lot of fun. It's a nice ride up here. Normally I come up here directly after work, which I get out around 2 a.m. This year, I wanted to catch about 3 hours sleep, so I actually get to see where I'm driving. When I'm driving up here, it's 2 a.m. in the morning, almost every time, and I like that. There's no traffic, and I just slave through the Boston Expressway rush hour. It took me about an hour and a half to get through, but I'm up in Hampshire now, and we'll see you at Nearfest. Stay tuned if you like everything ham radio and shortwave radio. Just stunning New Hampshire, Moose Country, rural area. Beautiful, beautiful area. In Candia, New Hampshire, the famous Twin Boobs mountain range. That is an old tractor, boy, I'll tell you. It's not steam. Oh, that's a gasoline or diesel engine, but look at them tires. Sit on that seat. That thing is hugely collectible, just the seats alone. Looks like a seed hopper, I believe. I could be mistaken. It's cool. Around the other side. It's got the harrowing discs in the back, so I'm assuming it's a planter. It's got spark plugs in it, so it's a gas engine or diesel engine. Wonder if it still runs. I doubt it. It's quite interesting though. If you like tractors. Alright, so we made it. We are here at Nearfest 24, and I don't know what to expect because I think they messed up. Normally it's held on a Friday and a Saturday. Friday would be the opening day, every one of them, but I guess the higher-ups messed up somehow and could only get it this year for Thursday and Friday. So this would be the second day. This would be the last day of Nearfest in spring 24. So I don't know what to expect. And also I came up here in the daytime. I wasn't used to that traffic, and it took me a little longer than normal, but it is open now, and let's go in and see what we can see. We will let you know. Alright, so I gotta get a ticket, hang on. Alright, so one ticket please. Oh yeah, I'm under 12.
Get out of here.
Alright, so I'm in, and they didn't buy the 12 thingy, but looks kind of sparse. It's just the first day of the second day, the opening of the second day, but we'll see as things progress how it fills out. Usually this is packed in here, but like I say, the officials kind of screwed up on their own.
Oh.
All right, think about it.
Yep, I'll come see you. What's going on?
High-end mics, microphones for the good sound. So we have the guard dog guarding the military guard dog, which is really cool. It says Charlie. He's got an end-fed antenna and a vertical. Very cool setup here for mobile use. Vertical on that beautiful tripod. I'm gonna ask him where he got that. That's one of the biggest tripods I've seen, but check that out. It's got the vertical up top and an end-fed half-wave dipole. Very cool setup. It's got it grounded nicely. Everything's there. Very cool. For portable operation, where did you get that tripod? That's the best tripod I've ever seen.
The tripod is an antennamass.com tripod. It was built and made for the government for semi-permanent satellite communications for SATCOM.
Wow. So is it available for civilians?
Yeah. At about
A couple $100 bucks?
$1,000.
Oh, $1,000?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I got the best civilian one, and it's only a 5-footer.
Yeah.
You know, it's 5 foot up there. That is awesome. I love that, man.
It comes
That's
with
great.
base feed, it comes with stakes. It comes in a bag, but the bag is about worthless.
Yeah.
So
Oh, really?
I
Cool.
just lay it in the bag.
For
It's
$1,000 bucks,
all
why
steel.
not?
And it's
Yeah,
all
it looks
steel.
cool.
It's
It looks
not
very
aluminum.
stable too. You
all
got
that
it
weight
staked
you
down,
have
or is it just sitting there?
It's just sitting there.
Yeah, that's awesome, man.
Because there's so much weight, it just sits.
What's it weigh?
Probably 60 pounds total.
Wow. So that's
So-
where your $1,000 bucks comes in. I
Yeah.
love that. I really do. That's
And,
awesome.
and I bought it here for 125 bucks.
Oh no, dude! I'll give you 150 for it. Sorry.
And all these pipes, you can just do this.
It's all steel. Look at this. It's got a level on it. Look at the level.
But look.
What? Oh yeah, yeah.
And
Well,
you can
most of
pull it
them do
out.
that. Yeah, I see that.
What's nice is, see the ball? See the ball?
Yep.
Watch this. There's the tension screw in the
Oh,
back.
yeah, yeah.
So you can tighten it down and it won't come out.
Right.
And
That's great. So actually, you could just keep going with the extensions.
Oh, yeah.
Obviously. Yeah.
and what's nice is I have a pad like that, so if I can get some more of these, I can just slide it up, but it's all machined.
The full-on military ones have those pads too.
But it's all machined.
Not like this. This is like really. This is the best tripod for mobile operations I've ever seen. I have two of the military ones. You know, the green ODs and the, you know, but geez, man, that's great. That's a wonderful, wonderful tripod.
I think those are the guys that know some more about it than I do. This guy here.
So this setup is an old military radio.
Yeah, that's
Yep.
a VC 454.
Yep.
And I made a DC to DC converter for it so we can run it on battery.
Yep. And I'll be the ground, and it seems to be working pretty good.
It does work better with a ground plane.
That's right. And
Double ground.
I forgot the chassis and DC to DC converter. So I want to put a wire in there to take care of that.
Older gear that he rigged up, and he rebuilt the inside of the radio, and it's quite impressive. That's what we hams do. Don't see these too often, Tentec Orions.
Well, you can take it home. You'll be able to look at it in person every day.
That's right, you'll be able to use it. Is it operating?
Turn it on. Yes.
Yeah. Cool.
What is it?
Alright, so this is the Nearfest Command Center. Cool stuff. This is where everything is set up. It's a very nice vehicle. Really nice dial of meters. These are some of the best meters out there. It's got them reasonably priced.
They are reasonably priced.
Yeah.
I'm surprised they haven't flown off the table.
These are cool. They used to sell these one-off homemade, and now they're kind of selling them what looks like somewhat commercially. It's antenna launchers. You put a little hairspray shot in there, and there's an igniter in there. The explosion sends the ball in the line up in the tree, and they really work. 150 bucks, well, 140. So total Chinese knockoffs on the high-end CB mics. These are $5. That's pretty fun. I'm assuming you get what you pay for.
Those things are pretty good, actually.
Yeah. Top of the line meter. He wants $7.50 for it. Looks in cherry condition. The full-on military setups. Check these out. These are friggin' full-on restored. These are awesome. Stick on the column, it looks like. ham's dream or nightmare, one or the other. Check this setup out. Wow.
It's by no means done yet. It's getting there.
Let me ask you what your taste is here.
Not much.
It's got the weather station on top too.
But I lucked out. It's only got 50,000 miles on it.
Wow.
It was 50,000 when I got it. It's like 55,000 now. But
That's great.
Yeah, you heard your angel. He said, come on down. I don't think you can handle.
Got its own 7-pin generator on board.
Roger. Whiskey APMS. Angel says he will catch up with you on another day, bad condition.
How tall are you?
about 50 feet and about 40 feet. And I have a 20-foot section that will go on the top of the big one, just getting me up to 70 feet. I just don't leave it on there too long.
The ultimate QR. Never know what you're gonna find. We have a martini mixer. It's actually a spinning magnet in there that makes that spin. You could put a martini glass there and drop that in, it'll mix your martini. Just wondering if Chrissy's as tender as her chicken is. Sorry. So I was really into this when I was in my 20s. These shortwave receivers, especially the least expensive ones, but they got everything with the kitchen sink on it. And the more complicated they looked, the cooler it was basically. And this is like kind of one of them. It's an old beater now, but it's just, it is what it is. It gets everything, AM, CB, FM, TV, air, police band, weather band, the whole 9 yards, all in one rig. So basically the Cro-Magnon technique for portable operation. Just chop the top off a tower, get it on the back of your 4x4. Hams are ingenious at every level. So far, it's fun and everything, and there's goods and bads about this year. Because they messed up on the days, it's Thursday and Friday, there's like hardly there's not a lot of people here. Last fall, you couldn't get in here. It was packed everywhere. So that was on, this is their fault, whomever, it's someone's fault, but Thursday and Friday just ain't working. And the plus side is you have dibs on anything you want, really. No one's really competing for anything. So, but always a pleasure to me to come here. I love this, and every ham will. It's so eclectic and so fun, and some of the coolest stuff. Like only here, but at the baby grandfather clock. Some pretty exotic wood. Wondering if it's electric or mechanical. No, it looks mechanical. You can see that you have to wind it. Interesting. You never know what you're going to find. Aside from the seminar stuff in this beautiful campground, they have, aside from the flea market stuff, they have seminars. And every kind of subject, you can building antennas and DXing and radio engineering of all kinds. And it's you can learn a lot here too, and everything is free. It's included in the price of admission in here. So it's a wonderful, fun way to get introduced to ham radio, and you see a lot of cool stuff here, of course. Really nice FT2000, and he wants $900 for it. He claims that interiorly it's in extremely good condition and putting out full wattage and so forth. So I love this radio. Between this and the Kenwood 950, it's going to be one of my next radios, I think. It's a heck of a nice radio. Good looking. Nice little Viking Ranger, really good condition, it looks like. Looks like all original paint. Nice little receiver. That's when radios were radios. So a few guys that I've talked with have said after this October 2024, having the Hamfest here in Deerfield, they may move it to New Boston and New Hampshire. This is a rumor, so all you hams listening, it's a rumor, but a few higher up guys said they don't want to commit whether it's true or not, but it's on the table, I guess, so bear that in mind come next year. Old school HTs.
Yeah, those are the latest. Old school. 6-channel radio.
And they only weigh a mere 13 pounds each, right? So we're in the military section here, and this trailer's got the equipment in it, but what I wanted to show was, if you look closely, you see that ladder line, and that goes up, and the antenna up the top there goes from that pine tree to that pine tree. And that potato launcher that I showed you earlier, that's exactly the use for that. That's a beautiful, the height is right on that, and they did a really good job on setting that antenna up. I hope that comes out on the film, you can see that. Really easy to load with that ladder line too. Extremely high impedance headphones, and they're good for crystal radio, and they're high impedance, and they're very hard to find now. I picked up about 10 all at once just to have them, because they're very hard to find now. They're very antique. But here's one right here. Meticulously restored antique equipment. Military stuff. Look at this. I'm sure it's all Collins inside. I don't think this is for sale. I'm assuming this is part of a generator. What a setup. So only a ham would make his coffee this way. Look at this contraption. This is great.
It is a contraption.
It is. It's a Rube Goldberg contraption. And what is it? He's siphoning milk in, right?
No.
Oh, that's coming out.
The steam's coming out, some steam.
Most guys just buy decaf and dump it in the pot. Well, it's very impressive. What, 30s? Look at it.
No, probably 50s.
50s?
Maybe
Atomic
60s.
Brevetti Robbiati, Milano, Italy. Oh, that's pretty high end then. Runs on propane apparently.
Well, the stove's a whole separate thing. You can
Oh, yeah, I
put this
see.
on anything.
That's great. It smells delicious. But how come it ain't coffee colored?
Is because it's because of the espresso. So you're looking in there as where
Yes.
the coffee is.
Oh, so then what's the deal with the milk?
It's milk, so I'm steaming it.
And you're gonna mix it now.
Yeah.
Oh, now dawn breaks over Pearl Harbor.
Exactly.
I see.
Dawn rises over Marblehead. is the
Exactly.
real expression for
Well, I'm just a beginner.
it.
That's funny. How long did that take you to concoct?
It was probably 20 minutes for it to heat. The rest, once it goes, it's not bad.
It's probably nitroglycerine too, right?
Here, watch.
Boom! Thing blows up.
There we go.
Oh, now it looks like something you get at Starbucks. I see
Exactly.
that. Yeah. Very cool. All right, thanks for letting me film that. Only us hams would do this.
Well, I'm not a ham radio guy.
Oh, really?
I'm just
Yeah,
a
but you're in the
coffee
right.
guy.
Sell and get QRP kits.
Yeah, I know. I'm
Want to talk about that?
I'm
Tube
thinking about
QRP
lobster
kits.
con,
Yeah.
but I've got several things going on, and I don't want to commit to it.
Miniature ass.
It's okay. Don't have to commit. I just like to know, like a week in advance. that
We
you
can
cover
build
because
anything.
I gotta order
Yeah.
lobsters.
Yeah.
Best
Yeah.
And they like to know how many they have to save. 'cause they gotta
I'm the
save.
guy.
I don't know why, but why? So this vehicle just bristling with antennas, a ham's delight. He's got the setups here.
3 different charger controllers. You got a main voltage readout right there. 3 batteries over here.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And my collar
Got solar on top.
and 1 MJS. Two 100-watt panels, and I got 2 20-watt horizontal panels right under the diamond antenna. And it isn't affecting it, but
Not too much you can't cover with these, right?
no. In the front, I have an FTM 300 706 Mark II both remote mounted, and a DR235 220 Olinko, which I can get into the Hepro 220 from here on a quarter wave.
This is probably the best buy in the whole place. Icom 761. I guess he's a silent key. $400. It looks pretty minty. But you got to take their word for it that it hasn't been driving an amp for the last 30 years. And that you can't tell. They're not going to tell you either. So I don't know. It's unless you know the guy and you got his call sign. It's tough to buy stuff like this, you know, a high quality transceiver, and getting the truth, you know, as long as you got his call sign, I suppose. But anyway, that was today's editorial. But $761, $400. That looks kind of welcoming. Mother's cupboard, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. That's a pretty good looking menu they got going there. Some good home cooking. Look at that. Chicken pot pie, sausage, gravy, and biscuit, muffins, southern fried chicken sandwich. Unfortunately, they're not open. But they do have good food. So this is the commercial building. Even this has changed around. This is a new place this year. But, you know, carouse around in here and see what's up. These are very popular now, pre-made QRP antennas. Not that they're difficult to make, but they'll market anything. But pretty interesting. A little pricey. It's just a wire with a winder and connectors, but it is what it is. I think some of them have balings on them too. So this is a unique concept. And basically taking a Bofang style radio and making a repeater out of it. Quite impressive. Simplex, of course. Really cool stuff. He's going to give us a demo.
SRPT 02 repeater, testing 1 2 3 1 2 3.
Ain't that something? And just curious, price-wise, that's got to be a couple $100.
$50, and that includes cables.
Oh my gosh. Look at this in the ultra-portable form, too. It's very impressive. Tell us how you really feel. So I'm coming to the end, seeing about everything that I want to see. I just put my ticket in, and I'll show you the swag, what I got this time around. Not too much, but stuff that you don't find most anywhere else. So first is this Turner Pro. I like CB as well as amateur radio. So this is a Turner Road King 76, which is a rare microphone. It's very, very good quality microphone. And the Astatic Road Devil. Those are sold today. They're about $50, $60, and this one here, I don't know what. It's from the 60s/70s, but it's an amplified microphone, and they're very desirable. So $80 for both of those. Got a nice little book here on antique radios. It's a price guide, and it's got pictures and all. And the other little quirky thing that I got here is this is an RF detector. Basically, some kids built this, you know, young boys, and they sold it. And basically, you hook that up to an HT, and the RF current will light that bulb. And I thought it was so eclectic that I had to have it. But this is today's swag. If I come up with anything more interesting, I'll let you know. But so this is today's show from the Deerfield campground in New Hampshire for 24 in the spring edition. And what a good time. Beautiful ride up here, and very strange setup this year, Thursday and Friday, but there's still time today to get down here. You better hurry though. But my name is Paul K. Thank you so much for coming along, guys. And I had a lot of fun this time. To be honest with you, because there's less people here, you can see not a ton of people here. But I think it was more enjoyable because you're not rushed to compete to buy stuff. But a lot of fun, and we'll see you next week, and thanks for watching. So I bought a couple other things too. This is a computer case, $3, just to protect my computer, laptop. And this was the Gamble. This is the $5 scratch ticket. Full-on AM/CB radio. He doesn't know if it works. He bought it from an estate, quote unquote, of course. $5. I mean, it looks, looking at the cable, it doesn't even look like it was ever used, but we'll see. And that was the Gamble. And that's the other, those are the two other accoutrements I picked.